Three.
Okay guys, I have some information for you about checking your areas every Friday on Fix It Friday. So you're going to come to your assigned shelving area and you need to make sure that things are where they should be, things are not lost, things are pulled up where they belong. So for instance, we're starting with A. You'll want to make sure that you just go across and read spine labels to see that things are in order. I'm going to suggest that before you do that, you check back behind sections. You may have to get a stool to do this, that's okay. But sometimes books are lost back there. We have a couple. And you'll pull them up. And what I like to do before I start is go ahead and pull everything up. Make it flush. You guys are going to have to get your hands back there and move things around. But it's going to make it a lot easier to read or check your shelf. Okay? Remember, when you pull this over, you don't have to pull super tight. Just pull tight enough to hold things in. But then I literally go across with my finger and make sure I'm in alphabetical order by the spine label. So you guys see we had A, B, A. I'm down to A, D, A, A, D, A, A, D, L, A, D, O, A, D, A, G. If you have to sing the alphabet song to yourself in your head, that's okay. So these on the top row look great. Remember, you're going to come down to your next section. Here's another AGU we're picking up there. But before I do this section, I'm going to move everything up. Make sure I don't have anything lost back behind. Okay. Then I'm going to pull these over. Okay. And again, I'm just going to go through with my finger and make sure things are in alphabetical order. A-I-L, A-L-A, and like I said, if you need to talk out loud or sing the alphabet song, that is totally fine. I do it all the time. Okay, so again, so far we're in order. I'm going to show you guys something. This is an AUC, which is right in alphabetical order, but if we come down here to the next section, we have more ALEs. So this book that we just showed with the AUC does not belong here. It needs to move back down with the other AUs. So we're going to scan and try to find where that would be. It's probably going to be close to here. So I'm just going to lay it there for now. And then I'm going to pick back up with my ALEs, ALE, ALE, pull my books up. This shelf, too, I'll point out, is really full. So what I would do is probably go ahead and pull a few of these books. You guys will see too, this is the same book that's already up here, so I'm going to put those together. Once you guys have done your sections a few times, you're going to notice who your authors are and what your books are, and try to keep those like books together as well. I'm going to go ahead and move this. It's a Bad Girls Don't Die book, right up with the others as well. Okay? And if our book end pops out, we'll just pop it back in. And I've kind of filled that shelf probably a little more than I should have, but make sure there's a little bit of space left on the end. Okay, and then with the books I just moved up, I'm able to make sure we have a little bit of space left on this end. Okay, I can already see, I haven't completely read this, but when I was looking down here, I noticed that this book is out of place. This is an ALE. So again, we're going to have to move it to where it belongs alphabetically. Okay? This is part 2 of the video. I'm down here to this shelf now, so sometimes you'll have to get down on the floor. Again, check your space behind, make sure nothing's has fallen over, pull it out if it's there, and then you're going to go through and continue just to read your shelf and make sure things are in order. This book was just sitting over here on the end. It's an A and D, so I'm going to go ahead and put it with our A and Ds. If you guys will remember, this is the one we found up in the wrong place. It's a duplicate copy, so I'm going to go ahead and put it next to my other AUC. Notice I'm pulling things up again. And I'm just going to read these really quickly. Every single one of these is an A and D until I get here. And then we're on AUC. But if I come down here to the next section, again, we're back on A and D. So these books are totally in the wrong place. So at this point, I'm going to take them out, keep them with me, and keep doing what I've been doing in my sections. Down here at the bottom, I'm coming back to another A and D, A and D, A and G. There's an A and O and an A and T. Now this is kind of important. You guys see our dividers. We're coming up from A and T to up here, and we have APP. So alphabetically, we are in order. We're just where we need to be. Okay? These two books, I can set them aside and shelve them later. If they totally don't belong in my area, like they're an MCL, we can just take them up to the shelving cart and take care of them later. So you just continue that whole process I went through all the way to the end of your section. I know it's kind of hard the first time, but after you've done it a few times, you'll get used to it, and it will be really easy to do. It'll also be easy at that point to put duplicate copies together, books that are the same, or books by the same author, or books in a series. If you have any questions, let me know.